Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
Let's turn now to the world of retail. If you look at consumer discretionary stocks, they climbed about 30% last year. And our next guest expects a continued recovery in this discretionary spending, assuming no additional tariffs are implemented. However, she does go on to say that the likelihood is quite high that new tariffs will be implemented. I'm pleased to welcome back Dana Telsey, founder and CEO at Telsey Advisory Group, who joins us now. Dana, did you see evidence of retailers or brands convincing consumers that perhaps tariffs were coming and it was time to buy a lot of their big purchases now before those tariffs raise prices?
Haven't seen that, but what we did see is more promotions this holiday season than last year. It was definitely a tick up. The holiday season started earlier when Best Buy advertises holiday in September.
Yeah.
The compressed season with 5 fewer days between Thanksgiving and Christmas makes a real difference and created a sense of urgency, which has led so far to Visa and MasterCard giving better than expectation numbers on the season. 4.8% at Visa, 3.8% at MasterCard, all bigger than the 3 to 3.5% gains that were originally expected.
I'm sorry, can I just follow up on the promotions? Because one thing I noticed, at least for the companies that I buy from, I felt there were a lot of stealth promotions. Like if you just went to the website, you wouldn't see the discounts. Even some of the emails they sent really didn't make mention of it. But when you kind of dove deeper, there was always like some little Easter egg where if you managed to unhatch it, you would get, that extra 20% on top of whatever discount. Yeah, it was. And I thought that was kind of creative because I guess you have to make a little more effort to get the discount.
Yep. Keep in mind, loyalty members, they got an extra discount.
Yeah.
It was 20 to 30%, not like it was years ago when you had 40 to 60% off. So yes, it is more promotional than last year, but certainly managed and well within the expectations of what retailers are looking for in terms of their margins.
But that gets to the idea that they really do want people to go into the stores, because once you get them into the stores, they may spend more. And we were talking earlier about how gift cards are always a popular gift, if not a very creative one, and retailers love it because when people actually go and redeem the gift cards, that's where the spending happens.
Exactly. This is the month. January is the month when everyone redeems their gift cards, typically when they go in to redeem them, and that's when it's counted as a sale in retailers' books. But typically they can spend 20% more. So that uptick that you're going to get, it's a benefit to traffic and it's a benefit to sales. And let's not forget, February's coming, Valentine's Day is coming. That's the next holiday.
Chocolate is pricey now.
It is pricey, you're exactly right. But people are still going to buy chocolate for Valentine's Day.
They are. I am curious, and this is going to get a little bit more into the economic conditions, because we're heading into a year where there is some uncertainty about the health of the consumer and their ability to spend. And I want to specifically start off with this idea as to whether people are trading down, because there's been so much anecdotal evidence that high-income earners are now trading down to slightly, to like a Walmart, and folks that would normally shop at Walmart are looking for something even cheaper. Are you seeing that play out?
100%.
Yeah.
We've seen that in many different areas. Look where Doug McMillon, the CEO of Walmart, talked about where his biggest growth is coming from some of their band of higher-income consumers. Look at aspirational consumers. They're no longer spending on some of the luxury goods that they spent in the past. It's trickled down. The benefit of the traffic of off-pricers, where they have very good brands and off-pricers, but it's at a value price, they're getting the traffic and they're getting the sales. So we've seen the conversion of some higher income consumers to essentials and to value pricing.
We're just about, a couple of weeks or so away from the inauguration of President Trump, who's promised to impose additional tariffs as well as some new tariffs. There's a lot of concern this could have an outsized effect on the retail industry. Are they prepared for this? Are they already preparing for this?
I think they've been preparing for it. The diversification of sourcing of goods away from China has been definitely top of mind. The footwear retailers have the most exposure to China. Others, like the Abercrombies and some apparel retailers, have already gotten their exposure to China down to single digits from what had been double digits. It's a concern because we know what the consumer doesn't like is price increases.
Yeah.
So it only makes value matter, and that's why we lean defensive in retailers that offer value, like the discounters and like the off-pricers, or strong brands offering newness and innovation. Hello, Birkenstock, where Germany and Portugal are where they make their goods. Or you take a look at others, you look at Abercrombie when there's newness and innovation too.
How many pairs of Birkenstock
Like 30 pairs at this point of Birkenstocks.
Excellent. Yes. You're past the average of 3.6 for the average American.
3.6. Oh, I blew past that long ago.
Buy those closed-toe shoes too.
Yes, I do that as well.
Good.
So tariffs are a big question mark here. We don't know when they're going to come or in what form. But another big question mark is the possibility of strikes at the ports once again. We know that talks are supposed to resume next week. What does inventory look like for retailers? I mean, we knew the last time around they kind of got ahead of it, but are they ready for another potential strike?
A lot of them have been moving where they bring in their goods from, some of them using air. I think they're ready because one of our themes for 2025 is, while it's about social, service, supply chain, it's about surprise. We know this strike has been on the docket for a while, and so they're prepared for it. Luckily, it would be happening after Christmas, not before Christmas. Goods are in, but retailers are having to pay more to circumvent where those goods arrive.
Dana, always a great conversation.
Thank you.
Looking forward to see how 2025 plays out in the retail space. Dana Telsey, the founder and CEO at Telsey Advisory Group.